I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over me, but it was love at first sight in the produce aisle. Selena and Crockett, 100.7 LEV. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I saw my husband out. I highly recommend this. Meet your honey somewhere not in the house, all right? Because I got to see my husband off of the recliner. And I was just like, who is this man? Well, and it's so silly how this all transpired. And by the way, the kids were there too, but it was a moment. It was a moment.
We really better get to the details of the story quickly. Anyway, the kids were there, and
I was just so excited to get out of the daily routine. Tuesday, somebody has to pick the kids up from Hebrew school, so that's how it all started.
Well, this story just keeps getting sexier and sexier, Selena. Go ahead.
So I asked my husband, could you get the kids? Could you please pick them up at 6? I have to go grocery shopping. All right. I can't do this all. Please go grab them on your way home from work. I'll be at the grocery store. Well, what are we having for dinner? I don't know. Meet me at the grocery store and we'll figure it out. He actually did. He said, okay. Usually it's, I'm just gonna go home and wait for you. I'm like, who is this adventurous man that wants to meet me at the grocery store? I was so excited. So I was like giddy, waiting for him to show up. And he's like, I'm by the soups. Ooh, it's getting hot in here.
Oh, hot. Nice. Yeah.
I walk into the grocery store and I see this tall, handsome man in his
and then behind him
jacket.
is your husband. Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Okay, good.
It's just like, oh, there were kids there too, but I was looking, from here up. He's much taller than me. Here up, I was like, the kids don't exist right now. I'm on a date.
How hot are these soups, sir? Brenda Joe, good morning. Kelly, good morning. Thanks for checking in.
And yeah, and I couldn't help myself. I had to give him this big smooch, the biggest smooch. And this was over in the sushi aisle. We got around the grocery store. You tell him giddy.
I can tell you're giddy, and I can tell that I hope they cleaned up in the store. Well, yeah, that's good. So I guess the point you're making is like, where have you seen your significant other beyond places where you might find them particularly sexy? Like what's been like a moment that's because it's almost like, not that it's weird, like it's great. That's a great thing that you felt that way yesterday. Hopefully he did too. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the question is like, what element do you see your significant other in where you just think like, man, you're doing things right now.
Like when he does the dishes. So sexy.
After that hot soup.
The way he cleans out that sink and the sink is naked.
Oh, you're making it weird now. I thought it was weird before when you were talking about Hebrew school and the kids, but now it's just getting.
Oh, now I just want him to do the dishes. So like when it's done, it's like, oh my God. Oh, you handsome man.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I found, so my wife and I are very we actually like high five when we do have something we agree on because we're like, hey, look at that, us. One of her big things similarly is acts of service. I think she really appreciates when something gets done, whether it was something that she was going to do that got taken care of for her.
That's so sexy.
Yes. And I think that's something that I certainly needed to learn about as a husband was typically in relationships until her and I started living together. I hadn't lived with a significant other before. So you're kind of just doing your own thing all the time. And then all of a sudden you start having conversations where it's like, you walked past this or you did that or this happened. And so I think that's maybe one thing that maybe couples, especially once they move in together, or something that they really need to embrace is acts of just something. It doesn't even need to be a big thing. It's, hey, you were at the grocery store yesterday. I was checking out your favorite candy bar was right there. You love Reese's cups here. Got these for you.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's that little thing. You're
yeah.
right. It doesn't. Everyone talks about like, oh, you're gonna get roses for Valentine's Day. No, because someone told you to do that.
Yeah.
No, it's the
No,
little thing, like
no,
you
what
said,
I
like a
want
little
you to do
candy.
is get these damn kids out of the house and let me have my brain to myself for an hour. What's
Exactly.
sexy. That's
You
sexy.
picked the kids up from Hebrew school for once, and he did, and he
And
still
see
met
what's
me.
waiting for you when you get home, big fella.
He was waiting for me at the
Keith.
grocery store.
Keith, have a wonderful day. Kimberly, good morning. Happy Wednesday from Georgia. Have a great day. Good morning to you, Kim. Have a great day as well.
Georgia. Good morning, Kimberly. Ah,
Okay, well, now that
Georgia.
you're all hot and bothered, why don't we tell people what's coming up today? Speaking of hot and bothered, you
Yes,
and I got
what's
into
that?
a conversation yesterday that I don't want to say heat. When I posted it on Facebook, I don't want to say heated, but just it was a conversation that got a little more spirited than for what it is.
Spirited.
We
Well, I
asked
got
a
hot.
Yeah, we asked a very simple question yesterday after our conversation on Facebook. We said, socks in bed to go to sleep, yes or no? And the amount of response, the Lehigh Valley has spoken,
Mhm.
because people commented in droves on our Facebook page.
And the majority of them are right. They don't wear socks.
We're gonna address this at 7:10. We're gonna use the old radio line, save it for the air here, Selena.
Well,
Um,
all right. So we'll be talking
there
about
was
yeah.
there was there was one particular takeaway that I took in relation to what you just said that I thought, wow, okay.
Was it the Devil's Tango comment? Because I thought that was
That definitely drew a wow.
but I will tell you that is something you wanna talk about relationships and coming together. Uh,
Good choice of words. Continue.
yeah, I didn't realize that was such a turn off. I didn't know. I didn't realize
Yeah.
socks in bed is such a turn off.
Let me
I
tell you
didn't
something.
know in the heat of the moment, that is particularly what you're looking at. Like,
Yeah.
who cares if
Yeah,
the socks are on or not?
if let me tell you something. Walking in a scuba suit, if the time's right, things are gonna happen. But so that was addressed a little bit in the comments. You can go ahead and comment yourself. You can let us know here, whatever the case may be. But
And I had
socks in
kid socks
bed,
on. I don't understand what the problem is. Anyway,
just
you
had the
see the
people.
sacrifices we make, okay? I just asked my husband to just meet me at the grocery store, you know, and he did, and it was such a turn on, and I take my socks off for Ethan, and everybody's happy, okay?
That's enough. So it's interesting. Kim's response is kind of the thing that I pulled. So I'll talk about it at 7:10. We're going to talk about these socks at 7:10. But Kim says no socks.
No
So
socks.
we'll talk about that at 7:10. But
Okay.
until actually, why don't we give our keyword out this morning, Selena, for Phillipsburg East and Honda? Let's get some people try to fuel up
Yeah,
before
hey,
we get going.
we do a fuel up for you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm already have my engines revving already, but we have your fuel hub with Phillipsburg Easton Honda, and, your Wawa gift card. So go ahead and text that special keyword that we have for today.
Text ACCORD to 610-720-1007. ACCORD, ACCORD to 610-720-1007. You right over there? You all hot and
I'm
bothered
all hot
now?
and bothered. Yeah, must be because my socks are on, I guess.
I'm
So
gonna have to call St. Luke's and tell him, hey, just have a chair ready for her just in case she faints or something like that today. She's all, God forbid, she goes back to the grocery store today. We're gonna have to wait to see what happens.
stop. Have a great Wednesday, everyone.